Dubbed the Super Bowl of Squash, the 2012 Women's Squash World Open is set to take place right here in the Cayman Islands in December. Now, it might not be the Super Bowl, but this is the largest tournament on the Women's Squash Association Pro Tour, and it attracts the top players on the women's circuit. Now, at a press conference held at Cayman Bay this afternoon, sponsors and organizers talked about the importance of the event, which is set for December 13th through the 21st. Now, from a sports tourism standpoint, this tournament is expected to bring about 600 visitors, be covered by international news agencies, and generate millions of dollars for the local economy. Organizers say it's a big boost for Cayman as an emerging sports tourism destination.
Well, squash is a very important sport worldwide. It's growing in its appeal, its value to all the countries that participate, and certainly from a tourism perspective for Cayman, it's going to attract, particularly this World Championship, it's going to attract a huge number of people to the island. I can't think of another sport in the Caribbean besides cricket and track and field that will attract this kind of attention from visitors and from the media and present Cayman in the very best light.
Now, this is an announcement 3 years in the making. In 2009, the inaugural Cayman Islands Open was held with hopes of proving that Cayman is capable of holding the World Open. After successful runs, including last year's Open held at Cayman Bay that was broadcast internationally, that time seems to have come. Now, two legislators, Minister of Sports Mark Scotland and government backbencher Clyde Glidden Jr., were on hand at today's announcement. And as both are squash players, they couldn't resist the chance for some friendly trash talking. Mr. Glidden beat Mr. Scotland in a match last year.
Just wanted to say to my colleague over here about defending his title in December. He's been inviting me to a lot of meetings recently. I've been declining them, but he didn't know it's because I've been going off to the squash court to train. So, since the inaugural Cayman Squash Open in 2009, this tournament has been a source of inspiration for hundreds of Caymanian youngsters. Opportunities the event has created, we hope as government will not only aid in the development of good squash players, but eventually will help them to play a role in our nation building, teaching its participants discipline, character and hard work, and dedication to a craft.
Mr. Scotland touched on the fact that squash isn't an expat sport, pointing to the success of Caymanian Cameron Stafford. The 19-year-old pro player is ranked number 208 in the world.